And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we are going to have a party. We're going to be having a party with our bodies. Think of Twister on steroids, maybe. We're talking about Body Party here. I think it's only available in France right now. It's actually designed by none other than Eric Martin of Board Game Geek fame. Let's take a look how this plays. This is just a crazy, funny, zany party game. Let's take a look. In Body Party, you will split up into teams. Now, most of the time, it's going to be teams of 2. If there is an odd number of players, there'll be 1 referee. If there's an even number of players, there'll be 2 people sitting out as referees. We'll talk about what those do in just a moment here. So what you're trying to do is the referee will look at this, and they'll see a body part, and they will help the people who are trying to put these things together, and they'll look at this and they'll say, okay, this says leg. And they'll ask the team that's whose turn it is, they'll say, this has a leg on it. Do you want to try to do this or not? If they say yes, they would take this card. They would tell them what the other thing is, which is hand to leg. And so one of the teammates would have to put their hand to the other teammate's leg. It doesn't matter who does it to who. It doesn't matter which hand, doesn't matter which leg, as long as a hand from one teammate to a leg of the other teammate, and it would be stuck there, and they'd be holding it for a future round. If they did not, if we said, well, as the referee, I see a leg. They go, no, we don't want to do leg. You would take this off, and they would have to take the second card. This one is a cheek. So one of the teammates would have to put this between their cheek. Oh man, the other one between their shoulder. So you're going to have one person put in their cheek against another one's shoulder. They're going to be putting it up, boom, like that. So it's stuck between their cheek and shoulder, and they will be waiting there for their next card. Now, as this goes on, what they're trying to do is get 6 cards stuck on them at once, between them. Now, the beginner game is only 4 cards. I recommend starting with that because this is actually kind of hard. So if they drop the card that they're trying to do, it's okay. Basically, their turn is over. If they have cards that are already stuck between body parts and those drop while they're trying to do that, it's okay. They're just losing points, but they can continue going as long as they're still working on that card for that round. Let's look at some of these other different little body parts and artwork. We have the cheek. Let's see. We've already seen the hand. We've already seen the shoulder. We've seen the knee. We have a knee there. We have a foot, and the artwork's kind of pretty cute here. In fact, here are all the cards here that you can see. We have knee, hand, thigh, back, hip, leg, ear, arm. Well, there's a table. We'll talk about those in a minute. Cheek, forehead, shoulder, head, belly, nape of the neck, foot, and chair. There's actually 6 cards that have special. You can take these out for a basic game. These are the ones that have the floor or the wall or the chair or the table. Basically, you'd have to put someone's body part, which is on the other side, like someone's thigh or leg at their thigh, and they would have to put that to a table. And these ones are some advanced cards. There's 6 of these, and they're mixed in with the whole deck. You can take those out for beginners as well. Now, the best way to see this is to see it in action, because it is quite funny. I actually filmed a video of myself and my niece and nephew kind of doing all this, and my wife's in there maybe, and doing all these different things. And seeing how silly it is, because this is really the way you got to see how it's done. Let's take a look. Okay, the first one is leg and arm.
Okay, so I'm gonna like...
Okay, now keep it there. The next one has chin. Do you want chin or do you want the second card?
I'll take chin.
Okay, chin and hand. It has to be between one of your hands and one of your chins. Okay, keep it there. So we've got 2. Okay, the next one is knee. Do you want that or do you want a different card?
Different.
Different. Okay, the card that you have to take has cheek and cheek. I'm not lying. Cheek to cheek. Okay. Okay, now the next one is foot. Do you want foot?
No.
No? Okay, the one you have to take is knee and knee. Okay. Put your knees together. Oh, wow, you guys are actually doing really good here. Cheek to cheek. Okay, the next one is foot. Do you want foot?
No, I'm not moving.
Okay, okay, this one is hip and shoulder.
Oh,
Oh gosh. You have to try it. If it drops.
We're not moving.
Foot? No, we don't want foot. Okay, forehead. I'll take that one. Forehead, please. Help me be like shoulder. Forehead, arm. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to.
You got like 3 foots in a row.
There you go.
Knee where?
Knee and what?
Belly.
Knee and belly? All right, well, there you have it. Again, you're trying to get 6 of these between you and your partner. 4 of them in an easy game. I recommend starting with the easy game. Now, again, if there's 10 players, you can actually have 1 referee and have 3 teams of 3. And other than that, it's always teams of 2. And if there's even players, there's 2 referees, and there's one. If there's odd, then there's 1 referee. And the referees are just pretty much saying when things are dropped or saying when they're good, and actually helping them get these and give them to them. Because once they're stuck, there's no way they're coming to look at these. And that's how you play Body Party. All right, well, there's Body Party. I hope you enjoyed watching me make a fool of myself and have a lot of fun with this game. All right, this is a crazy zany party game. This is quite a polarizing game from what I found with different groups. Even people that don't like party games, obviously this is not the one to play with them because it's pretty off the hook. People that like party games, what I found, you still need to have the right group with this. But if you get the right group, this game can make you cry, laughing. Your sides will hurt, laughing. But you have to have the right group. Mixed company's great with this group. We've found, I even took this to the office, and I've got a bunch of crazy engineers, and they'll do anything. We played this, and we played with a lot of other families and stuff. What I found is that women and men partners work great. Even women and women partners work great. But for some reason, no matter how well you know that dude, your best friend, the one you just smack in the face, 2 guys playing this game, they don't enjoy it as much as a team because they just feel awkward being that close to each other, even if it's just for fun, is what I found. But in general, again, it's going to depend on the group. I found it's actually really hard to get 6 cards. I played it a bunch of times. I'm still struggling to get all 6. I would recommend playing it with trying to get 4 at first for sure, as the rules state. The only weird thing about the game, now I see why you have to have the referee, because there's no way those people are going to be able to move and grab cards and stuff. So you definitely need at least 1 referee to do that. The only weird thing is, like, when you have like 8, for example, you'll have 2 referees and you don't necessarily really need 2 referees. 1 can pretty much handle everybody. But it's just because because of the way that the teams work out, you can have even number, that you have 2 there. But it doesn't really destroy the game or make it really bad because the game's so fast anyway. And then you just swap out. That guy goes in and someone goes out. And actually being the referee is actually, I'd argue that sometimes it's even more fun than playing the game. It's like a party game I have called UgTech, which is one of the games where it's almost more fun to watch people playing that game than to play the game. And the referee, you're part of the game, you're helping them out, you're trying to get the cards, and you're watching them and laughing. And it's fun because a lot of times when you're all like messed up like this, you can't really see what the other people are doing. You kind of have to hold it, and sometimes you'll get tired. That's another downside. But overall, this is one that will be polarizing. Some people will hate it. Some people will love it. But if you get it with the right group, man, get some Kleenex because you're going to be crying laughing. That's Body Party.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.